Are you sick of your teams just not working together well? Your marketing team thinks of a campaign, and your design team creates a poster, and it just doesn't quite fit. The solution? Cross-functional collaboration. We're going to go over how to implement it and the skills you need to do so. But first, what is cross-functional collaboration anyway? Cross-functional collaboration means that teams with different skills and functions work together towards a common goal. We'll talk about how you can actively implement this, but it's also something that can just happen, like a sales rep checking in with the development team about new features. Sometimes, cross-functional work isn't just wanted, it's necessary. When you're making an app, for example, your development and design teams must work closely together. Alright, so cross-functional collaboration can help you reach your project goal. But is that all? Of course not. There are plenty of other benefits it brings, like team engagement, knowledge sharing, improved innovation, and refined workflows. When teams with different expertise work together, they share unique knowledge and information. This way, their differences lead to innovation and creative solutions. But these differences can also cause a few problems at times. People who don't work together normally just aren't used to talking to each other. It might take some time for that to become a habit. So, make it happen. Set up meetings and remind them to notify each other. Usually, your teams forget to collaborate rather than they don't want to. Different teams share information in different ways. If you don't address this, you might find your teams working in silos. There's no collaboration when information isn't shared. So, to solve this, you can set up a centralized hub, one place where all the information is readily available to everyone. Teams deal with lots of expectations during a project, which can, to put it mildly, be stressful. They need to depend on each other to succeed. But it's hard to depend on someone you don't know, which often happens in cross-functional work. This can lead to conflict or, again, silos. The solution? Start small. Have the teams work together on low-effort, low-stakes tasks. They'll quickly learn to trust each other. If you've been working for a while, you probably have a routine. Now imagine someone upending that. Frustrating, right? That is what your team might feel when you make them work cross-functionally. Whatever they're used to is now gone. This can be difficult to accept, so help them. Make this change gradual, one step at a time. Don't just change everything outright. And most importantly, listen to your team. If something bothers them, it's an issue worth solving. These challenges are mostly tied to your team, but your biggest challenge might come down to you. If you don't have the skills to lead a cross-functional team, you're doomed. So, let's see what those skills are. Totally saw this one coming, huh? While obvious, communication skills are nothing to scoff at. After all, most problems come from a lack of this skill. Good communication brings people from any professional background together and guides them towards a common goal. Plus, when communication is open, people freely share ideas and easily solve problems. Don't you just hate it when you ask your devs how they're doing and they actually start explaining their work instead of just saying everything is fine? Just kidding, of course. You do want this to happen, and when it does, you want to know what they're talking about. Even more so, you want to know what your team's day-to-day looks like. So, you simply need to be familiar enough with the subject matter to understand what they're saying. During everyday work, your teams probably don't think about the project's mission and vision, even though it would help them understand the bigger picture. Odds are, though, that no one showed it to them. That's your job, to make your teams understand why they do certain tasks or work cross-functionally. If they don't see the vision as you do, they can get frustrated. Finally, you want to make your teams feel heard. So actually listen. Take everyone's issues and worries and try to find a way to fix them. Understand what your teams are saying. Get them on the same page. And, if necessary, act as a translator when they talk to each other. Now that you know what to expect and which skills to hone, you can implement cross-functional collaboration. So, how do you do it right? First, you need to set up a collaboration goal, like the design and development team will make a great app together. Remind your team of the goal and make it available for reference. Then, choose how they collaborate. Maybe it can be a really cool PM tool. Find a collaboration app that's exactly what your projects need. Doing something over and over again sucks. Your team thinks so too. It takes up too much time and energy. So, make sure to eliminate repetitive tasks by automating them. That will leave room for collaboration, communication, and more creative work. You don't want to be the only one who knows your project goals. Share them with your team. But before that, make them easy to understand. Your teams can then refer to these goals whenever there's any confusion. They need to know how every task leads them closer to the finish line. When communicating with your team, always focus on the why, because that's what they really want to know. Why is it important? Why does it need to be done by Monday? Why do I have to work with Toby? Level with your team. Help them understand your decisions. Your communication with them is just as important as their communication with each other. To make this kind of collaboration easy, rely on software. In Plakey, everyone will find it easy to communicate, whether they just need updates on tasks or want to share important files. Plus, the whole team can check on the progress of the whole project whenever they want with the Gantt charts. And that's most of what you need to know to lead a cross-functional team. Now, there's only one thing left. Get your collaborative project started in a tool as reliable as Plakey. And if you like this video, share it with others and make sure to subscribe for more.